Finally, someone wants to make a Kingdom Come movie, and an update for The Flash. Hey, welcome back to the Ping Pong Flix. My name is Chris Wong. First, let's talk about the producer who wants to make Kingdom Come. And then we have an update on The Flash and the Backlash. Alright, let's talk about Kingdom Come. It's no secret, Kingdom Come is by far my favorite DC Elseworlds story ever. I just absolutely love the dystopian future of having an older Superman and older heroes come back to try to save the world, but ends up being part of an almost cataclysmic end to the world. Villains fighting villains, heroes fighting heroes. It's a pretty awesome comic book run. And I've always wanted to see them adapt to a movie or a series of some sort. The closest we got to an actual live action Kingdom Come with Brandon Routh playing that Superman character, at least sort of, at least he had the suit anyway, on Crisis on Infinite Earths. But with no actual series coming out as far as we know, I'm still longing for an actual live action Kingdom Come movie, which is something should absolutely be a big budget type fare. Well, it looks like one production company is ready to make a Kingdom Come movie if they can. This is coming from the Illuminati. The Rock's production company $7 would like to make a live-action Kingdom Come film for DC Comics. And these are the words from Hiram Garcia. I think the dream project that's something we've always spoken about at $7 we would love to make someday, which is a tougher ambition due to, obviously, IP and rules and so forth, but always been obsessed with Kingdom Come, the Mark Waid, Alex Ross joint that those guys did. We've always envisioned it as a kind of an epic, multi-film saga. I think that's something we've always dreamed of being able to do. If there was ever a dream project and not trying to start a fire where it's like we're gunning after that because it's just a pie in the sky, you'd love to be able to tell the story, Garcia continued. I always admired that story of the juxtaposition of old school heroes versus new school heroes. There's always something very compelling in the big cataclysmic mashup of old versus new. That's something that in a perfect world we could do it, would love to do it. So yeah, it's kind of wishful thinking on the part of Hiram Garcia at the moment, but hey, wait a minute. If they are truly trying to take over DC in such a fashion by making Black Adam the best thing that DC has ever done, or at least close to being the best thing, they're trying to make a huge name for themselves and get into DC a little bit more. So I guess if Black Adam does very well and the $7 Productions gets a little bit higher on the tier for DC, then it could have a shot at making a Kingdom Come one day, particularly maybe with Henry Cavill. I mean, if they're higher on the tier of making DC films and Henry Cavill is being repped by the Garcias, I think that's kind of their shot at getting Henry Cavill an actual gig at a Superman story. Sure, Kingdom Come is a movie that is later down the line, but I could certainly see it being at the end of the road for the $7 production before they, reboot or something. An older Superman fighting Shazam, and they'll probably twist the story a little bit and have Black Adam be a little bit more prominent. Of course, it's The Rock. But whatever, at least we get a Kingdom Come live action somehow, somewhere, and just maybe $7 production will be the ones to do it. We'll see. Alright, let's talk about The Flash. So everybody's talking about the Flash movie right now because of Grace Randolph tweeting out those major spoilers that I talked about in the last video. But not only is that what she's heard, other people have heard it as well. Other scoopers, bloggers, whatever. Now, whether or not that is true or not, we'll have to wait and see the actual movie when it comes out. But in the meantime, all that discussion has been a major backlash against Warner Brothers. People are calling The Flash woke. The people are boycotting Warner Brothers. There is a lot of negativity going around this movie at this moment. In fact, even some trades started picking up on it and actually reported on it. Forbes says DC fans concerned The Flash will erase Snyder's Superman and Batman. TMZ says the alleged plot of the new Flash movie is already being discussed and torn apart. And it's something I could certainly see being very problematic for Warner Brothers right now. They're getting a lot of DC fans upset. What do you mean there's not going to be any Superman and Batman anymore? And it's not necessarily just the Snyderverse fans. The thought of having no Superman and Batman in the next Justice League movie is pretty upsetting for general fans and, sounds pretty stupid to general audiences as well. Though a lot of people are excited for Leslie Grace having an opportunity being Batgirl, Sasha Calle being Supergirl, I think the point is that they could certainly exist as well as Superman and Batman, and not replace Superman and Batman. In fact, the backlash was pretty huge that people were thinking that they're going to reshoot The Flash now because of the backlash. A fan asked, are the rumors of the Flash reshoots true? And Grace Randolph said, they're putting together the director's cut right now, so probably not. The Flash Film News also heard this. We've also heard that the director's cut of The Flash is being put together right now. Please note, the director's cut is an official stage of editing before studio review and test screenings where they decide if any additional changes are necessary. Which adds another level of discussion here, because if they hadn't have a cut yet, then how did people actually see this movie? Or did they just hear from other people on what this movie is going to be? Perhaps the people in the editing bay or the special effects leaked out something? I don't know. It's very compelling and very interesting, which also means that all these reports about what the movie contains right now is not set in stone because the director is still working on the cut, which could also mean that their changes could be coming from now till November when it releases. In fact, Moonlight Warrior from the Geeks Worldwide said this: the Flash test screenings will be key. If the test audiences love the changes with Superman, Warner Bros. Will go full steam ahead. If they don't, I think they will attempt to renegotiate with Cavill. Keep an eye out for reactions when test screenings are reported. So there is a chance from now till when the test screenings are supposed to go out, which they've said as early as next month, that there could be major changes going to the movie from then till November. But I also want to point out that when the test screenings finally happen, we'll get to finally hear the actual contents of the movie. So with all these updates and news about The Flash, it certainly is interesting to see what type of movie this is going to be, and if all these reports are true. But what's even more interesting to me is the reception. I'm really eager to see what is the fans and general audience reception of this movie. Will they love it? Will they hate it? And what will Warner Brothers do about it? So what do you think? Are you eager to hear about the Flash test screenings? Do you believe the reports so far? Are you ready to throw it all away? Are you part of the boycott crowd? Or are you still supporting the movie? Let me know down in the comments down below.